gentlemen, welcome to a very special episode of LeTip Live. Here at LeTip, we were talking, us at corporate, we're talking about how can we provide value and help our members and help them grow and help their chapters grow. So we're going to dive super deep into social media and how we can build our chapter and our business. So we're going to get this rolling right now. Give us a second as people come in. We are live from the Undefeated Media Studios. And, you know, we always welcome all of our LeTip friends to come and join me here for an interview and be showcased. So we would definitely love to have you guys in studio as well. We're going to do a quick giveaway at the beginning of this. So I hope Kim Marie doesn't kill me here, but if you share this post, and tag a friend in the comments section, you were entered for a $50 Amazon gift card giveaway. We want to help all of our members. We want to make sure this gets out there because this is a lot of great information I'm going to share with you. And I want you guys to be a part of this as well. I want to make this as interactive as possible. If you put a question in the comments section, I can answer it live in real time with you guys today. So there's a lot of stuff we're going to go over, but I don't want to overwhelm you. So if you have a question, please put it in the comments section because we'll answer it. And today we're going to be talking about social media marketing and tips. We're going to dive deep in here today, hopefully to help you grow your business. Are you guys ready? Let me know if you can hear me in the comments. Let me know you're ready. We just got on live, so people are still getting the notifications. We're really excited to. I'm going to give you all the secrets. I'm giving you all the tips, all the secrets, everything I know. I'm an open book, so please don't hesitate to ask me in the comment section anything you want to know about social media, and we are going to dive in deep and give you everything we know, give you all the secrets. So, social media marketing and tips, and away we go. Oh, come on. Let's go. There we go. So some key things we're going to talk about today, exploring different features. Each one of these platforms have different features. We're going to go over key findings, tips from the experts, examples, and how brands work online. Now, one thing you guys really need to understand, out of all the businesses in the United States, 81% of them are using social media for their marketing. If you don't do it, someone else will. If you're not using social media, your competitors most likely are using social media. They're getting their message out there. They're building an audience. They're building a community. So if you're not on it, your competitor probably is. You might have a great yellow pages, strategy. Well, guess what? That time is over. You might have a great Google ad strategy. Cool, great. But those tools and those things are great. But we're now in this big social media bubble where people are making lots of money and connecting with their customers every day. So if you don't do it, someone else probably will. So today we're going to learn some of the tools, some of the features of social media. In order to win in social media, you need to be on the top platforms using the newest features. We're going to dive deeper into this later, but if you're using the newest feature, you're getting more bonus points than your competition. A good example of this is Instagram. Instagram just came out and said, we are no longer a photo sharing app. We're putting our resources into video and Instagram Reels, which we'll get into later. So if you're doing the Instagram Reels, you get more bonus points, and they're going to show that out to more people because you're helping them with their initiative of how they want to go into video. Oh, looks like we might have a question here. Trying to get my cursor onto the right screen. Oh, we got people who are ready to go. Well, we're ready to go, Mary Bell. All right, so here we go. All right, so we want to explore different platforms. Now, I might ruffle some feathers today. That's good. It means if you're doing something that you're not comfortable doing, that means you're growing. So we want to explore different platforms. Your customers have the freedom to choose what platform they want to spend their time on. You could spend all your time and money on MySpace, but do you think many people will discover you? No, not many people are on MySpace today. So you want to go on the platform where your customers are. TV and commercials were great 10, 15 years ago. People were paying attention to TV. Social media came out. Now, as soon as that television commercial comes on, they're pulling out their cell phone and they're on their favorite social media platform. What also we want to remember is that they have the choice of what they're interacting with. If you just take your television commercial and you put it on social media, they're going to tune you out. They're going to smell the sale. They have the option to scroll to the next post. They don't have to watch or interact with your post. So you want to give them something that is providing them some type of value. So we're going to explore and go deep into these platforms and how they work and how they operate. And I want to remind you, at any point, we want to make this as interactive as possible. So if you put a question in the comment section, I'm going to really say this to you guys. If you put a question in the comment section, we can answer it live. I don't want to go over anybody's head. I don't want to overwhelm anybody. This is all for you guys to help you as much as we can. So let's dive in. So how do we start? Now, this is a basic strategy on what we're going to do on every platform. These things are always going to change. Now, what's interesting is everything I talk to you about today might be irrelevant in a year. Okay. But this slide right here is where we start pretty much on every single platform. Okay. So the first thing we need to do is create our brand's profile. It's very important to create a detailed profile with your location and contact info. If you have a great profile, people are seeing your content, but they don't have your telephone number on there, so they can't book an appointment with you. What's the good in that? So we want to make sure we create a great brand profile, the location, contact information. We want to represent our brand the best. We want to present, second one, we want to present our product or service. We want to showcase our business in the best light. You are a business and should look like one. So many times I see businesses thinking they can get away with some cell phone pictures or, content that looks, subpar. You are a business. You need to present yourself as a business. You need to be wearing a collared shirt. You need to be looking appropriate for your industry. Yes, I know there might be some people who work outdoors or getting their hands dirty. Maybe they're not wearing a collar shirt, but we still want to present your content in the best light. Okay. So presenting your product and service in the best light, making nice quality content is a plus. And then we want to seek our target audience. We want to provide content that your target audience deems valuable. Now, please, for me, write that down. Provide content that your target audience deems valuable. I'll say it one more time. Provide content that your target audience deems valuable. Okay, so what does that even mean? So what we want to do is provide content that people want to like and engage with. The more people like, comment, share, and engage with us, the better it goes on in the background. It's great that we post something and we think everyone's going to see it, that our friends. That's not how it works. And we'll get to that in another slide. But we want to make content that is valuable to someone because they can scroll to the next one. So we want to, like I said, I'm going to say it one more time because it's probably the most important thing I'm going to say all day. Provide content that your target audience deems valuable. Now let's dive in to all the platforms. Okay. And like I want to remind you guys, for some of you just tuning in, super interactive. You have a question, don't hesitate to cut me off and put a question. Oh, we got a question. Here we go. So what causes more engagement? So engagement causes engagement. Thank you, Brian. Engagement causes engagement. I think I'm answering your question here. So the more people that like, comment, and share your post, the more Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube are going to show it to more people. And we'll get into this a little bit later, but the more people interact, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, all of them, they're all a business. They want people to stay on their platform, stay on their website. The more people that are on the website, the more people that are on their app, the more money they can make on running ads. So if you're providing some kind of content that people seem to like and enjoy and deem valuable, then they're going to show your stuff out there for free. And that's something that we're going to get into. We have another segment coming up. Is going to be our advanced tips. And let me actually put that in the comments section. Our advanced We're going to dive super deep and go into really logistics and strategy. So if you guys want to, get in on that, I'm putting that in the comments section. So there you go. But so let's start off with some of these platforms, right? So Facebook. Now you're all going to have, I guarantee it, you're all going to have your opinion about each one of these, but you can't deny that there's millions of people on these platforms. So Facebook, a lot of people, I don't want to be on Facebook. I don't know what Facebook, this, that, the other thing. You need to be on it. You need to be on all these things. Just like if you put all your strategy and all your time and effort into MySpace, guess what? Facebook took MySpace's light. So Facebook took it over. All the people jumped from MySpace to Facebook. And you know what? Dane Cook was huge on MySpace. Huge on MySpace. One of the biggest influencers on MySpace. He didn't transition his community to any other platform. And, when you have the last movie you've seen of Dane Cook, I don't know. Not trying to talk smack about Dane Cook, but he was the biggest influencer on MySpace, and he didn't put much time and effort into the other platforms. So Facebook, most used platform, and we want to make sure we have a nice, clean Facebook presence. Now, there's some things here that you want to do. You want to post on Facebook. I'm sure you guys know how to do Facebook posts. If at any time you don't even know how to post on Facebook, don't hesitate to ask me. You guys can email me if you really want to get into logistics of like, how do I post something? How do I post something in a group? But we're going to go over the basic fundamentals here. You can always email me if you have a question about anything, or put it in the comment section. I do have a over-the-shoulder camera, which I can actually go through and show you guys how this stuff works. There you go. So, Facebook post. Now, you take a piece of content, you want to provide something of value, and you want to post that onto your Facebook wall. This is going to stay on there forever. So these are things that you want to make them look nice. You want to make them look professional, because they will stay on there as long as you keep them on there. That goes out. Your Facebook post goes out to a percentage of everyone who follows you on Facebook. Now, we're going to get into this in another slide, but not every single person who is following you gets to see that Facebook post. Facebook is showing a percentage of the people who follow you. So let me say that. Let me clear that up. I stuttered. Everyone who follows you does not see every post you post. It's going to a percentage of your followers, and we'll go into that in another slide. So you want to make sure you're putting out interactive Facebook posts so they get likes, comments, and shares. It's going to be a common theme here. Now, there's Facebook groups. Our chapter, LeTip of Hackensack, has a family group, a family page, because we're a family, and it's all of us in the group. And at the time of me making this, it looks like there's about 60 members in that group. Now, if I take my Facebook post, I can also share that into the Facebook group. Now, these people want to be into that group, and they want to interact with things that are going on in there. So when you take your Facebook post and put it into that Facebook group, these 60 members have a chance to see it as well. Now, what we want to do in LeTip and as a community, we want to take things that we share in our groups and from our fellow members in LeTip, and we want to share that outwards onto all of our pages, so people who not necessarily know LeTip or know our fellow business owner in our chapter can see their content as well. But here's a really big tip. Facebook groups. Now, I'm going to use my buddy Pema, for example. Pema is Allied Construction and Roofing. He does roofs, right? So I suggested to him all of his sales team, where they are living. Let's really hit this home. All the sales team, wherever they are, wherever they're living, they should join a Facebook group of their town. So I believe Pema is located in Lodi. So one sales rep should be in the Facebook group of like Lodi parents, or Lodi, New Jersey group. And what's going to happen is your people are going to ask for suggestions. Anyone know a good roofer? So many times this happens. And I tag Pema and I tag Allied and I send them a screenshot, like, get on it, talk to this person. So all the time in all of these groups, people are asking help from their community. Anyone know a good electrician? Anyone know a good roofer? We just had a storm here. I'm flooded can someone who can help me get the water out of my basement? And it's a perfect opportunity for your sales team to jump in and say, oh, Ally can help you. Ally Construction Roofing can help you. Doug at Undefeated Media can help you. And it's like a super warm lead. So like you want to make sure your sales team, as a real person, not your business page, your sales team are in these groups, and it's your heartbeat. It's like you're getting like the inside scoop. You're like a spy. And as soon you're going to get notifications like Lisa asks any roofers around here, and you can jump right in the conversation. Definitely need to try Allied. They're a great roofing company and they helped me. And now you have this warm lead, which is also kind of like a testimonial. So it's like you're killing two birds with one stone, and it's super warm and you're getting the conversation started. So if you guys don't have a Facebook group strategy, you're totally missing out. And if you're a bigger company, you should have representatives in this group. And for your chapters too, you should have all, like if we're LeTip of Hackensack, all of the members should be in all these Hackensack groups, Hackensack Business, Hackensack Moms, Hackensack Dads, everything. You guys should all be in these groups. And as soon as someone says, hey, I need help with XYZ, oh, here you go. Easy tip. So any questions about that? Don't hesitate to put it. I want to answer the questions. I want to make sure you guys really understand what's going on here. And I really want you guys to get the most out of this. So that's Facebook groups. Let's continue on. Facebook stories. So a Facebook post, you post it, it stays on your wall forever until you delete it. People interact with it. Great. Facebook stories last for 24 hours. And if you have a question, don't hesitate to ask. But these Facebook stories, they're there for 24 hours. This is content that you could put up that's not super formal, and you don't have to worry about it staying up there forever. You can make something like, oh, hey, me and this other LeTip member are having lunch, and like you guys do like a selfie. It's great. You can tag them in it, and it's something that you can do. People will see it, but it only lasts for 24 hours. And the great thing about this is people look at stories. So stories are at the top of your Facebook app. When you open up Facebook on your phone, they're at the top of the app, and people will just start watching stories. Okay. Stories became big when Instagram created them to compete with Snapchat. So Snapchat had these like quick little stories that disappeared, whatever. Instagram created stories. Facebook owns Instagram, so they brought Facebook stories. They have Instagram stories. So they both interact with the same way. They're up there for 24 hours. Now, the good thing about this is just like people are scrolling on their feed, there's some people who don't look at the feed as much and only look at the stories. So what we do is when we post something for one of our clients, we also make a Facebook or Instagram story that says, hey, new post, click here, check it out. And it's like a snippet of the post we just posted. And when they're scrolling through the stories, it's, oh, new post. Oh, I want to check it out. And it's just another way we can interact with them and get our reach out there. So those are Facebook stories. It looks like we got another question. Let's see what we got here. Yes, there is something similar to stories, and they're all, thank you, John. They're all competing. Okay. So all these platforms are competing. So actually, this is going to be a shocker to some of you. YouTube just made YouTube Shorts. Okay. They're all competing. They're all freaking out. We're going to get to this later. They're all freaking out because TikTok came out. So they're all trying to make their version of these things. So there's YouTube Shorts, there's Facebook stories, there's Instagram stories. I'm pretty sure LinkedIn has a similar concept, I believe, as well. Let me just double check that for you guys. As far as LinkedIn, you're gonna get basic posts, but we're gonna get into LinkedIn in a second because your organic reach is a lot better on LinkedIn and TikTok. But thank you, great question. YouTube Shorts, it's another thing. Anyway, the whole process and the whole concept of Facebook is to build a community. Each one of these platforms is a tool in your toolbox. Okay. So, Facebook is the hammer. Okay. Instagram's a screwdriver. You don't want to be on just one. If I gave you a toolbox and only had a hammer, you'd only get so far. You want to use each one of these tools in the situation that you want to use them. People have different mindsets on different platforms. For example, let's just use TV because everyone understands TV, right? So if I'm watching TV and I put on Comedy Central, I am expecting to watch comedy. If I put on ESPN, I'm expecting to watch sports. If I put on the news, I'm expecting to watch the news. Now, if I put on Comedy Central and I'm expecting to see comedy and someone's putting on the news on Comedy Central, I'm going to be a little ticked off. I'm going to be a little like, what is this? I don't want to watch this. I came here for comedy. Same thing. If I go on ESPN, I'm waiting for sports and I'm seeing, some politics and news on the sports channel, I'm going to be pissed. I'm trying to get away from this. So all these platforms are the exact same. All these platforms are the exact same way. When I go on Facebook, there's a certain type of content that people are looking for. And we're going to dive into that deep. Make sure you get the Calendly link in the comments section. We're going to dive into the advanced tips. But in Facebook, people are looking to build a community and be part of groups. You can make an event and have a networking event and make an event and sell tickets and invite all your friends. You can't make an event on Instagram. So there's all these different tools and tips and tricks. These all work in different ways. Instagram, we're going to get into that in a second. But so Facebook, I don't want to jump around too much. So Facebook, we're looking to build a community. Now we could start a group. We don't necessarily have to start a group just for our LeTip family. We can start a group. Let's just say we'll go back to Pema with the roofing. We could say, Lodi's, roofers, or, we can make a group of our happy customers and get those people together, because when we put stuff into that group, those people get notified and they could see something. So we can be the ringleader and start, a New Jersey group, an LA group, and start to build that group and build that network. Here in New Jersey, we started Bergen County Networking Nights. So we host these events and these parties, and we made a special Facebook group. So when we have these parties and events, people will know, and we could put in to the group where to get the tickets, when it's happening, get people excited about it. I don't want to get into email and stuff like that, but we kind of ruined email. All us marketers, we destroyed email. Everyone gets spammed emails. You don't open a lot of emails anymore. What's happening now is we're looking to do some text messaging stuff. We do marketing here, and we're looking to do more text message stuff. We don't want to spam, but eventually your text messages will be just like your email. You're going to get spammed by who knows what, right? So we're always looking for the next thing. So let's move on. Questions, comments, concerns? Anybody? All right, we're good. So the number 2 platform we're going to talk about right now is Instagram. It's the second most used platform. Instagram started off as a photo app. It was just photos in standard definition. You would think the photo app would have high definition photos. To this day, it's standard definition. I believe that's 720p. So to this day, it was a photo app, and now they're starting to evolve. Okay, they were bought by Facebook in 2012 for $1 billion. It was stolen like that. It was super cheap. I believe Snapchat got bought out 6 months after that for $13 billion. So they really snuck in their Facebook and made a great deal. So Facebook owns Instagram. They are connected. You can run ads. You can make ads on Facebook, and they will run on Instagram as well. You can make ads for a Facebook and Instagram story. So these are connected and they work well together. When you make an Instagram story, you can also share that to Facebook as well. So you want to work smarter, not harder. And there's some things that you can do to incorporate both of them. So let's get into it. Oh, this one's playing. So this is just a little post we made on Instagram for an event. Oh yeah, and there's my car. So like I said, I want you guys to ask questions. This is just a little post to decide to play right away. It's a little post we put up on Instagram, but it's interactive. We want people to come to our event, and it's an Instagram post that lives on Instagram. This will be on my wall or my feed until I delete it. We also have Instagram stories, same concept as Facebook is the Instagram stories, same thing. It lasts for 24 hours. And what you can do, which we're going to get into on the advanced tips, you can tag your friends. So what we do here, for example, for LeTip, we'll tag other chapters so they'll get a notification and see the post, and they'll see what we're doing. And they'll be like, oh, it's really cool. I want to make sure I go to the LeTip live. And when you tag someone else, they also will they have the opportunity to share that story that you tag them in onto their Instagram. And now you're spreading the word. So let's just say you are a florist and you were doing a wedding for someone in your chapter. And let's just say the restaurant, the florist, Brian, what's another industry that would get involved with a wedding and a LeTip group? The limo driver. You can tag all of these industries that are helping you on this wedding, and then they can share it as well. So you could take a nice, selfie with all your LeTip friends that came together to do a wedding. You tag them all in the Instagram story, and they too can now share that exact post on their Instagram stories. So those are little tips and tricks here. Like I said, we want to make this interactive as possible. Leave a question in the comment section. We will answer it live. But those are the basic of how these things operate. Then we have IGTV. So IGTV came out a couple of years after Instagram was out there, and it's another way to interact with Instagram. It's a standalone app, but it's also incorporated into Instagram. When you post an IGTV, which is a video that's longer than a minute. So back in the day, Instagram, you can only put up a minute-long video. Now with IGTV, you can upload those longer videos onto IGTV, and they're a little bit higher quality, and they live on your feed in Instagram, and it's just another feature. These are the tools. Like I said, hammer, screwdriver. Now with IGTV, we have a wrench, okay? Now, IGTV, that was their how to combat YouTube. People were watching longer videos on YouTube. Instagram came out with IGTV. Now, what's really throwing a wrench into everything is TikTok. And we're going to get into this, and I know we're going to ruffle some feathers, but once TikTok started to catch on, Instagram combating the way Instagram is combating it. Here we go. Is they made Instagram Reels, which are the exact same thing, carbon copy of TikTok. Let me say that one more time. Instagram Reels are TikToks. It's the same thing. So you can make TikToks, download them, and post them on your Instagram Reels. We want to work smarter rather than harder. All these things have their own spot, their own tool. So let's get into it. Instagram Reels. So this is where things get interesting. Everything we've talked about so far. Do we have a question? I see some notifications coming up here. Oh, here we go. Connor asked, do IG posts disappear after 24 hours like Instagram Reels? Well, actually, no to both those things. I'm sorry, Connor. I'm not putting you on the spot. But IGTV posts live on your newsfeed as long as you want to keep them up there. They're just like an Instagram post, but they're longer. A regular Instagram post is 1 minute. After 1 minute, it has to be an IGTV post. It still stays on your feed. When people look you up, they'll find it right there in your feed on your wall, and it stays there forever. Instagram Reels also stays up there forever as long as you want to keep it up. It's just a different type of content. It's like a TikTok. I believe it's from 15 seconds to 3 minutes. Actually for Instagram, the Reels is like 0 seconds to 1 minute. And it's a short type of content, vertical video that lives on forever. The Instagram stories are the ones that only last for 24 hours. So make sure you guys understand that. Instagram Reels lives on forever, short, fun content. IGTV lives on forever. Instagram stories gone in 24 hours. So you can have more fun with those. You want to be smart. So like you're not going to put, something crazy, unprofessional on your feed. It lives on forever, but you can, get away with some like selfies and some fun stuff on your stories. So I hope that answered your question, Connor. Thank you for asking. And I want to remind you, we are live and we want to answer questions. I want to help you and be at the same pace that you're at. What's good if I continue to blabber on? I'm not helping you guys. This is all for you. Let's get back into it. Now, everything that we've talked about so far has been Facebook and Instagram mostly, right? Now, we're going to go into organic reach. People believe that every time you post something on Facebook and Instagram, that all your followers see it. That is not true. Here's a basic graph we have here. This is Facebook's organic reach. According to 2012, it went to 15% of the people who follow your page, 15% got it. So if you have, 1,000 followers following your page, 50%, 150 people are seeing it. That's the right math, right, Brian? 150 people are seeing it. Now, if we go down to September 2013 and went a little bit lower, November, December, March 2015, June 2016, this is like 2%. Facebook is a business. They want people to stay on Facebook. They want you to pay for ads. So the more people that are on the platform, the more you're competing with other people, the more the organic reach is going down. So on Facebook and Instagram, you're competing and fighting with every single person on there, and the reach is just plummeting. Now, how can we help that? What's the solution, right? We need to get on other platforms. So it's great that we're on Facebook. It's great that we're on Instagram. We want to stay there. We want to make sure we're putting our eggs in other baskets. Like I said, MySpace just disappeared one day, right? Facebook might just disappear one day. Instagram might just disappear one day. So we want to sprinkle a little bit of attention everywhere, okay? LinkedIn is performing and acting like Facebook did 5 to 10 years ago. You get good reach. If someone likes or comments on it, they have what they call the infinity loop. So I can go to one of your guys' posts from like a year ago, like it, comment on it, and it starts the whole loop over again. It's called the infinity loop. LinkedIn's using the infinity loop. So once someone likes it, comments on a post, it starts the whole process over again until no one's interacting with it. So there's a lot more people on LinkedIn than there is content. So your content is going to organically get more views. And that's what we want. We want the cheapest, quickest option. We don't want to spend money on ads. We want to do things. We want to do that guerrilla marketing, and we want to, get the most bang for our buck. So LinkedIn is a great choice. And next, I know we're going to ruffle feathers here, but TikTok. I'm sorry, it's not going anywhere. We're at the point of no return. Okay. So just like Instagram, people said Instagram's just for the kids. It's true. 5-10 years ago, everyone said Instagram's just for the kids. The kids are just on Instagram. I want to focus on Facebook. The kids are on Instagram. Now everyone's fighting for space on Instagram. The same thing, the same exact thing is happening. History is repeating itself. The same exact thing is happening for TikTok. Okay. So, Jeffrey says LinkedIn is underrated. He is absolutely right. Jeffrey Krentzman in the building. LinkedIn is underrated. Jeffrey actually has a great show called Mind Your Puckin' Business. So definitely check that out. But yes, LinkedIn is underrated. It's performing just like Facebook has been years ago. TikTok, we all said it. It's just for the kids. And there were dancing videos and there were people singing and doing karaoke. It's starting to evolve. Now you can listen to me, create a profile, and start to put stuff out there, or you don't have to. But the people who do it now, some people already missed the boat. We're like on like TikTok 2.0. The people who do it now are getting the beachfront property first. They're traveling west and they found beachfront property before anyone else did, and they're getting it first, and they're going to get the interactions, and they're going to get the followers and likes. It's going to be easy because there's more people than content. So TikTok and LinkedIn need you. TikTok and LinkedIn need you. They need to take your content and put it in front of people. There is more people on these platforms than there are content. So when you make a piece of content, they're going to show it to people organically. I'm just going to pull up. We just created. We're on LinkedIn. We're on TikTok. Excuse me. We're going to pull up LeTip International. Okay. Let's go to our camera feed here. We're going to go. Let me turn this one off. Okay. So this is, let's get it in focus. We just started this. I'll get in focus here. We just started this on TikTok. This is LeTip International. Look at these numbers. There's 9 followers, but our videos are getting viewed by 650 people, 583 people, 505 people. Okay. There's only 9 followers. You guys are being followed by thousands of followers on Facebook and not getting that kind of return and not getting that kind of engagement. So you're leaving a lot on the table. These are free platforms. And if you do things right, you can kind of take from one and put it on another. And you can take content you already have and put it on there in a smart way, and get organic reach. Now, you can either do it now and listen. This is where we're going to ruffle some feathers. You either do it now or listen, or it's going to be like you're going to miss the boat, and it's going to be like Instagram when you came onto Instagram a little too late, and now you're fighting and working super hard just to get your post out there. So that is the LinkedIn and TikTok rant. Questions, comments, concerns, please. Want to make this as interactive as possible. Please put them in the comments section and we will answer them live. I also want to remind you, we're going to do a deep advanced tools and techniques. The link is in the comment section. It's right there, the Calendly link. So make sure you click on that Calendly link. So let's get back into it. John says this is a great illustration why TikTok's so important. Thank you. And let's see, we got another question here, Brian. Who or what is best suited for creating TikTok content? Everyone. Every business. Let me even pull this down. Everyone. It is no longer an app. Brian, see if this is a caller for the show. We have an undefeated media caller. See if that's for the show. I don't know. It might just be spam call. So anyone is capable. Okay, I thought it was a question for the show. Anyone any business is capable of using TikTok. You can use TikTok. 3 tips to 3 tips for saving money on your taxes. What to do. 3 recipes for Halloween. How to grow your social media industry, 10 tips, 10 things you should be doing. TikTok can be used by any industry out there. It's just all how you package it up, and you got to package it up professionally, and you got to do it the right way. So let's dive back into this. Like I said, I just thought that was a caller that wanted to be on the show. If you have a question, put it in the comments section and we will answer it live. So this brings us to the most important part of the show, and that is what's in it for you. This is what people are thinking when they're watching your content. What's in it for you? And now what's in it for you, the business owner? What's in it for them watching your content? Are you providing value to your customers? Because if you are not, they will tune you out. Say that again. If you are not providing some type of value to your customer, to the viewer, to the social media platform, they're tuning you out. They're scrolling to the next post. So many people are super concerned with their analytics, with their with how the Facebook and Instagram is interacting with them, and they're not putting enough effort, and they're not putting any time or effort into providing value to their end customer, the people watching. So, thank you, Brian. If you guys want to call and be a caller, I'll put that number up on the screen. You can be a caller, and we'll answer it. That was a spam call. Sorry. And we will. With super easy, you could put a question in the comments section. We can answer live. So, everyone thinks they can just take a television ad, put it on these social media platforms, and people are going to buy. It's not how it works. It's called social media. It's not called buy from me media. You got to build relationships. You got to, interact with people. It's social. It's like if you went to the bar, you're hanging out at the bar and you're going around to people saying, "Hey, you want to come home? Hey, you want to come home? Hey, you want to come home?" Take people out to dinner first. Take them out to dinner first. Build a relationship. Talk to them first and interact with them. If you're running a social media page and your business and people are commenting on your posts and you're not answering them, like, shame on you. I don't care if it's like 2 or 3 comments. Those are 2 or 3 people are seeing if you care about them. So if you're ignoring them, they're not going to talk about you to their friends. They ask you a question, you ignored them. They're not going to be excited about you. You have to build relationships. You have to provide value to the end customer. And that's probably the biggest secret I could give you guys, is that everyone's just trying to take a commercial, put it on social media, and they think they're going to win. Everything's going to be solved. You got to provide certain type of content that they find valuable. And that's the links. People think that, Google AdWords are great. They're going to spend a lot of money, and, and a lot of people are going to know about them. If I'm a dealership and I'm trying to spend money on Google AdWords and get BMW, I'm competing with every other dealership doing that. They're all just, putting their ad on there and trying to get the most amount of views. The views are easy to get. You could pay for the views, but if the content doesn't resonate with people, then they're just scrolling to the next thing. And so many times I see businesses, I worked with a real estate agent a while ago, so it's fine. I'm not working with him anymore. He's actually not even in New Jersey anymore, but he had an ad running and it said, "Buy a house from me," with their logo. Now, Facebook is going to give you hints of what they like and what they don't like. So he had this ad and it said, "Buy a house from me," with his logo. And every time someone clicked on it, Facebook charged him $200 because it was trying to tell him, we don't like this content. No one's engaging with it. No one likes it. So you want to spend money and put it out in front of people. Every time someone clicks on it, $200. Okay. I started working with them. I pulled this up. I was like, "Hey, do you understand that? This is running?" He had no idea it was running. It was something he made by accident. He spent $5,000 on this ad. "Buy a house from me," his logo. Okay. $5,000. A year or 2 later, different client. I had a friend, excuse me. I had a friend doing a basketball camp. He came to me and he said, "Hey, I want to let people know that camp starts in 2 weeks." I was like, "Great. We can make that and tell people. We could sell people and tell them that camp starts. That's easy. Easy video." But what I'd much rather do is explain why you want to coach them. Why should people trust their kids with you? What are you passionate about? So there's a great TED Talk, and this is something I go over with all my clients, and it's a great TED called Start With Why. And basically explains that people buy things for certain reasons. This phone is an Apple phone. This watch is an Apple Watch. I got Apple headphones in my pocket. My laptop's Apple. I got Apple TV streaming on that TV right now. All these things are Apple. I'm perfectly fine buying all these different products from Apple because how Apple communicates, they start with why. Their communication is think differently, challenge the status quo, be colorful, be creative, all these things that people like me are interested in. So I'm perfectly fine buying all these products from Apple. I don't care what it is, Apple, iPad, laptop, computer, TV, Apple TV Plus, iTunes, podcast. We're bought in, right? Now, if I said to you that, Dell just made an MP3 player, you would feel weird. You would say, why do I want a music device from a computer company? Or if I said, hey, you want to buy this TV from Hewlett Packard? You'd be like, nah, it feels weird. But we're perfectly fine buying all these things from Apple because how they communicate. So I definitely suggest that you check out Start With Why. It's a TED Talk. It's about 15 minutes long. It'll change your life. And he talks about this like golden circle. And how you communicate is a different part of the brain. So when you start with why and community and tribe, we're tribal beings, okay? So our ancestors would sit around a campfire and be part of the tribe. And if you weren't part of the tribe, a saber-toothed tiger would pick you off and you'd be no more. So you were safe in the tribe and we all are born wanting to be part of the tribe. So the communication that you use will trigger different parts of the brain. When you start with why, you bypass logical thinking and you go right to the heart, right to the center of the brain, which is all about being part of the tribe. So I definitely suggest you check that out. So more of the story. We made this why video for Nick Veer. He's a basketball coach. And remember the story I told you about the real estate? $5,000. No one interacted with it. $200 per click. Okay, so we made this why video that resonated with all the community and everyone in the surrounding area, right? It all resonated with them. We put this video out. It got like 30 shares right off the bat from all the moms. Oh, I love this guy. Like, I want my kids to go here. This guy's really got it going on. And the communication, I'm skipping ahead. The communication was this like, I'm passionate about basketball. I played in college. Now I want to come back to my hometown and teach, the school that I used to go to how to play basketball and teach them the right way. Like it was all like, about, being the hometown hero, which he is. And it just spread like wildfire. He got like 30,000 views overnight. Now I'm not saying we can make some crazy videos that are going to, some magical post. The magic post doesn't exist. But if you resonate with people and you give them a story and you give them something to fight for and you give them something to get behind, it spreads like wildfire. 30,000 views in like a couple days, and for free. He didn't spend one dime making this content. He didn't spend one dime advertising this. Unlike the real estate guy who spent $5,000 on buy a house from me. So that's the factor that a lot of people aren't looking at. They're thinking, I'm going to put in $500 into this slot machine and $5,000 is going to come out. That's not how social media works. You got to interact with people. You got to engage with them. But most importantly, you got to give them something that they care about. If you're just trying to sell people, they can smell it. In sales, I was running a sales team not too long ago, a couple of years ago, and they called it commission breath. If you're too salesy, oh, this is great. Best product there is. You got to buy it. You got to buy it. You got to buy it. They could smell it. It's called commission breath. But if you're providing value, you're hitting home runs. You don't worry about the sale. There's another great book. I'm giving you all these tips, guys. There's another great book called Jab, 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 Right Hook. And it basically means provide value. The jabs are provide value, provide value, provide value. Then tell them what you do. So, we do a lot of like community videos around here. We'll go to the local pizzeria. We'll go to the local bagel store. We'll interview the local, real estate agent. We work with the YMCA around here. So like we'll collaborate with them in the local area. And what happens is, let's just say I'm a real estate agent. If I'm a real estate agent, I go all these places, I'm making videos with these people in this certain town. Let's just say I'm from Bergen County, New Jersey, right? And I go to all these places. I make a video with the pizza guy. I make a video with the bagel guy. I go to the YMCA, make a video about the community. I go talk to the local real estate agents. I go all these places in the town that I want to do business with. The people who live there are going to start to see you pop up on all these videos from all these people. And they'll be like, who is this guy? They're going to click on your profile and find out, oh, he's a real estate agent. we should probably use him because he's all over the place and he knows the whole the community. He probably knows what's the best at schools and stuff like that. So that is the biggest factor that I see that people are missing the ball, is that they just want to sell. They just want to put out, buy a house from me, come eat at my restaurant, buy a house. I already said that one. I'll make your videos. Like, everyone's selling, but not a lot of people are providing value. I want to remind you guys that this is completely live and I'm here to help you. So if you have a question, please, please, please put it in the comment section. I also want to remind you that this is the basics. So I want to answer any questions and go over anything that you guys might have difficulty on. But we're also going to dive deeper in a super secret webinar. So you have to sign up for that. It's through LeTip. So LeTip International has set up this Calendly link. You want to make sure you click on that. It's in the comments section. So that'll give you a reminder, but that's going to be super. I'm going deep and I'm giving you all the advanced tips. This is more strategy and structure and what you guys should be doing. But we're going to dive into what button to click, how to grow. So for the people watching right now, don't hesitate. I want to make this as valuable for you as possible. Don't hesitate to put a question in the comment section. But that kind of covers most of the stuff that we're going to go over today. We'll do a quick recap as well. So always want to think, what's in it for the person watching? Not what's in it for you. They don't care about you. I'm sorry to say this. The people watching, they don't really care about you. They want to know what's in it for them. So you want to make valuable content. What's in it for them? On platforms like TikTok and LinkedIn, there are more people on the platform than there is content. You put out a video, LeTip International. We just made the profile. So if you could please follow our LeTip International profile. But as you can see here, we just made the profile. I'm showing you real numbers here. There's literally 9 followers. So there's 9 followers. So if you could follow us, I would appreciate it. And you all should be. We should all be interacting and helping each other. So if you can see here, 9 followers. But look at this. Look at the interaction. 652 people. 652 people have watched this video. There's only 9 followers. They got to put the content somewhere. 583, 500. There's only 9 followers, guys. It's only 9 followers. There's way too much content out. There's way too many people on the platform. They need to put content in front of people or they're going to leave the app. So I highly suggest you get on to TikTok. It looks like we have another question. Should you start with a Facebook page or a group page? You should start with a Facebook page first, and then you can literally do it at the same time. You should have a Facebook page, which people can go to, see your telephone number, your location, all that jazz. And then you should have a group, which is a subset, which is like maybe like all your customers, or, you make like a town-wide one, which would be really smart for you guys, is either join a group that's like, New Jersey moms and dads, or you should start being the ringleader. If you have a big network of people, you should be getting your group, your LeTip group together and making, the New Jersey moms and dads business group. And then from there, you want to grow that and put information in there. Hey, just so you know, let's just use the roofer, for example, because it's super easy to relate to. There's a big storm here. So in the group, hey, we want to help everyone who's been affected by the storm, the hurricane. So contact us today for a free estimate. How many people, their houses are flooded and their roofs are probably leaking? So you have this group of people that you can target and hit, because like I said, the Facebook and Instagram, there's too much content out there, not enough people to show it to. So you're fighting for everything, right? Whereas LinkedIn and TikTok, you're getting your stuff out there. There's more people than there is content. So you get more reach, organic reach. That's what you guys all want. You guys want organic reach for free. The basketball camp guy, all organic reach because he put out a piece of content and it spread like wildfire. So if you do things, with a certain strategy, a certain savviness, and you provide value, you're going to get way more out of it than, hey, buy a house for me, buy a house for me, buy a house for me. It's not entertaining whatsoever. No value. I'm scrolling to the next thing. I know 1,000 real estate agents. Why do I need to listen to you? But if I put out, if I don't even talk about real estate and I say, hey, we're here in Paramus, New Jersey, and we're going to talk about the school systems. Paramus is a great school, and it's surrounded by Hohokus and Ridgewood. And then this high school is competitors of this, and it's got great school systems. And I'm not even talking about real estate. People are going to be zoned in and listen to that. I live in Paramus. Like, I wonder what the school system's like. Or I'm moving to this city. Maybe they type in to YouTube like school systems in Paramus. If you make a video about that, your video is going to pop up. So you got to have some type of strategy. You got to be providing value. I'm telling you, everybody does it. They all think they're going to put a television commercial on the social media. Doesn't matter what platform we're talking about. That they just take a television commercial, slap it on the social media, and they're gonna have 50,000 people line up to the store. This is not how this works. You need to interact. Social media. Be social. Interact. Build relationships. Questions, comments, concerns. We want to make sure you realize, for those of you just tuning in, we'll answer questions in the comment section live with you today, but we're just doing, a nice little recap of everything we did. We're going in reverse order now. So like I said, TikTok, it's not going anywhere. You heard it here. So don't cry in 6 months. And when you get on there and you're not getting the reach, might I add, this just happened like last week. There's something called the For You page on TikTok. Okay. The For You page is pulling content from all over the place and puts it on your For You page based on your interests. Before, your content that you put out there would go out to people's For You pages randomly. And if they liked it or comment on it or engage with it, they would show it to more For You pages, right? TikTok is now not restricting that, but taking it down a notch because more and more people are getting on. They're like, oh, we can't show every post to random people on the For You page. Now they show it to your followers first. If they like it or comment or engage with it, then they'll start to put it on to other people that don't follow you For You pages. So we basically, what I'm saying is some people already missed the boat because when you got on TikTok a year ago, your stuff went out to random people, always on the For You page. Now it's going to show it to people that are following you first, and based on how they engage with it, then it'll go on the For You page. There's people that have 1 million followers on TikTok right now because of they engage with it and they used it early. They might actually get hurt by this because it used to just go on to everyone's For You page. They have 1 million people now that they have to impress and get engagement with before it goes on to new For You pages. And we'll go into that, into the advanced. Next week, we're going to do an advanced webinar. So make sure you check the comment section. We have a link here. And definitely save the time and date. It's going to be next Tuesday at 4 o'clock Eastern time and 1 o'clock Pacific time. LinkedIn, same thing. There's more people on it than there is content, and it's performing just like Facebook did with the organic reach 5 to 10 years ago. There's your organic reach. A lot of people think when they post something, it's going to everybody. It's not going to everybody. It's going to a percentage. And as you could see in 2012, about 15%. And then in 2016, non-existent, 2%, 3%. God only knows what it is right now. It's probably like 1%, 2%. But what can help you is putting up great content that it gets engaged with, and then you'll get more of a reach. All right. So we want to remind everyone that liking and sharing posts from the members in your chapter and LeTip international posts is important. It helps grow their business and your chapter. 100% right, John. Thank you. If I didn't, iterate that or stress that enough, we want to help each other. This is actually a great point. Let's get into this. Thank you, John. I appreciate you. We want to help each other. Now we're all here. We're all a big family, right? I want to help the LA chapter. I want to help the LeTip of Dallas. If someone's moving and or their friend is coming over and moving over here, and I can hook them up with a real estate agent or something, I want to help. We're all part of the family. So when we post things, LeTip International post things, it helps. We're making content for you guys to share and explain what LeTip is. So it's good to share that because people interact with it and it goes to more and more people, and vice versa. If you guys have a great interview or a great video or something that provides some type of value that we could share, we want to help you guys too and share that as well. It's very important that we're all engaging with each other's content, sharing, commenting, liking it, saving it. That's an advanced tip. So we'll get into that in the other time, in the other webinar. But if you save something on Instagram, it's like, let's just say for easy math, saving something on Instagram is like 5 bonus points. Sending it to someone else, oh, that's a great post, and you send it to someone else, that's like 4 bonus points. Putting something in the comment section, 2 bonus points. Believe it or not, likes are the lowest in the totem pole. They want people to be more interactive. It's super easy just to like random posts. They want people to comment and share and like it. Share and save it and send it to people. The more interaction you get with the post, the more bonus points you get. You can't see these things. It's all on the back end. But you'll start to notice the more and more that these things happen, the better and better and the more organic reach you get. Like I want to remind you guys again, any questions you have, please put them in the comment section. We're just going to, quickly just reiterate some points and go backwards here on our slideshow. Instagram Reels, the exact carbon copy, literally the exact same thing as TikTok. So what is that telling you guys? It's telling you that it made an impression on Instagram so much so that they had to copy TikTok. YouTube had to copy TikTok. They're scared. I'm not like trying to talk smack, but they were kind of scared and they're nervous. Instagram did the same thing with Snapchat. They made the Instagram stories. Now Instagram's making Reels. Instagram's always copying everybody. Instagram Reels is a carbon copy of TikTok. IGTV is longer form video. It's a copy of YouTube. And then our Instagram, we don't need to play this again. Can we stop this? There we go. Instagram stories. It was a Snapchat copy. 24 hours, it disappears. And then your Instagram post, which, like, I want to remind you guys, Instagram said they are no longer a photo sharing app. They're putting their time and resources into video. So what does that mean? That means that if you do the newer features on Instagram, you get more points, you get more bonuses, you get your stuff gets out there more organic. So if you do Reels, you can literally make a short little reel video. This is the latest menu items at our restaurant. Make a short little Instagram reel, and you compared it to if you just took a picture of the menu items. The Instagram reel is going to reach more people because it's a newer feature, and that's what Instagram wants you to do. You go Instagram Live, newer feature, better than just putting a regular picture post. You can listen to me, or you can continue doing it your way. I'm trying to give you guys the right tools for the right situation. So if you want to get your stuff out there, you got to think, how am I going to use the newer tools? Because the newer tools are what they want you to do. You got to play by their game. You got to play by their rules. They want you to use the new tools. You use them, you get more reach. All right. Questions, comments, concerns, please put them in the comment section. And we will get to them and answer them live here with you. Like I said, Facebook, you want to build a community. You want to have a page. You want to have the right address. So many times I see people with the wrong address on their Facebook page, wrong telephone number. You're just leaving money on the table. So you want to make sure this all looks professional. If you take a look at, LeTip International stuff, it's all professional. It looks like, it put some time and effort was put into it. We're not just saying, buy a house from us and a logo. You want to engage with people, provide them some type of value. That is the biggest tip I can give to you today. Provide them with some type of value. And we'll bring this slide up one more time. We're coming up to the end, guys. I want to give you guys a fair opportunity to leave a question in the comment section if you have any questions whatsoever. But we'll just go back to this slide real quick. How do I start for those of you who tuned in later? Where do you start? Now this is good for every platform. Where do you start? Create your brand's profile, the right location, the right telephone number. How can they find you, or what are your business hours, right? Then you're going to present your product or service in the best light. We don't want, so many times people are touching their phone and the phone's in the pocket and they take it out and they take a picture and they got all sweat on the camera lens, or they touched it with their hand and now it's all foggy and cloudy. So many times I'm seeing businesses post pictures like that. At least have the decency to wipe the lens off. You're a business. You are a business. You need to look like a business. You can't half-ass this. Like, this is just as important as if you were making a television commercial. The stuff that you put up on social media is your PR. So do you want your, niece or daughter running your social media page? Some people do that. Like, oh yeah, they know how to use it. They're, 15, they're running. You're gonna have a 15-year-old be your PR. Okay. But, wipe the camera off. Make it look presentable. You have to present yourself as a business. You can't half-ass this. People wouldn't take some of the content I see out there and put it on TV. You'd be embarrassed if it was on TV. That should be your golden rule. Would I be embarrassed if this was on TV? Because there's local news stations by me. They're constantly pulling social media stuff like, this dog rescue came and saved the day and took the dog from the river that was overflowing for the storm, and they came and saved the day, and they got all the dogs out and they found their homes again. And they pull the profile of the social media from the dog rescue company, and it's like, what do you got? Like, ugh. I'm trying to be PG here. I'm trying to, be professional without getting into curse words and craziness. But like, it's like, what are you doing? Like, they just pulled this profile picture from you because that's the only thing they could find. And it's cloudy, no logo. Like, if you would be embarrassed of seeing this on TV, then you should probably switch it up, or probably get a photographer and get something better, get a graphic designer, make a logo, because this is your PR. The example that I use all the time is when you're walking down Main Street, when you're walking down New York City, past all these businesses, social media is the neon lights. All the neon lights, the signs in the window, that's your social media. People are walking down. That's the first taste and interaction they're going to get with you. All right. When they're ready to buy and they trust you and they want to like learn more and buy from you, they walk into the store, right? And they go to check out. That's your website. So like, I believe that when people say, hey, have you checked out Carl Shoemaker, Action Coach? The first thing that they're going to do when you say that to someone is they're going to check out your LinkedIn, your Instagram, your Facebook. They're going to see how you interact, with the community. Websites are super important. Don't get me wrong, but they're interacting with your social media first to build trust when they're ready to buy from you, because that's the latest and greatest stuff. You're constantly updating your social media. When they're ready to buy from you, then they go to your website and that's your checkout. So we want to present ourselves in the best light because social media is your PR. And we have a question here. Is TikTok popular because the videos are short and specific? Yes. Yes, it's a different type of content. It's a different channel. So like I said before, if I go on Comedy Central, I'm in the mood for some comedy. I want to laugh. I want to forget about my troubles. I don't want to think about politics or the news. I'm trying to get away from that. I want to laugh. So I go to Comedy Central. When I want sports, I want to get away. Maybe I'm competitive and I like to see who won, and I don't care about the weather. I don't care about politics. I go to ESPN. Now, if I go on ESPN and it's the Weather Channel, I'm going to be pissed. So that's what's happening with TikTok. People are trying to escape. They want something less serious. They want to learn something quickly. Give me 3 tips for my diet. Give me 3 things I can eat always and not gain a pound. Give me some marketing tools. Give me some business advice. Keep it short and sweet. And then use the reach that you get there to send them to other places. Hey, here's 3 tips on how to lower your taxes. And guess what? If you want the fourth one, check out my YouTube video where I go over 4, 5, and 6. Use the reach and the organic reach that you can build on TikTok and LinkedIn and try to bring those people over to the other platforms that you're winning. Like I said before, people are putting too many eggs in one basket, and then that basket gets taken away and they don't have anything else. They didn't put any eggs in any other basket. So they have to start from scratch. I'm warning you, I'm telling you, none of these places last forever. MySpace didn't last forever. The Yellow Pages was a good idea. Everyone started naming their thing something with an A, so they'd be right at the top of the Yellow Pages. It's not that these things change. Email was great. Everyone opened their email when email first came out. No one opens emails anymore. So social media took the reins. I believe if I have my facts right, when Google first came out in Google AdWords, Amazon put all their advertising money into Google. Anytime you typed in something, pot, pan, sneakers, anything, Amazon popped up. They put all their marketing budget into Google. At the time, it was a great deal. It was great. It was great for them to do. They became one of the biggest businesses in the world. That ride was ridden. Facebook ads started. That was the next big thing. The Wish app. Everyone knows the Wish app. It's like, you can buy some things, some knickknacks and some sneakers and some, it's like, it's a nice little app. You guys can check it out. Check out the Wish app. But they put all their marketing money into Facebook. They became a huge company. They now have their logo on the Lakers jersey. They sponsor the Lakers. So you got to do these things at the right time. And so many times I see with social media and with clients and stuff, they want to do things after the fact. They want to know what's working and then do it. But by the time they do it, the ship has sailed. We're on to the next thing. So one of the biggest, there's two major things I want you guys to leave here today. One, don't be afraid to try out a new platform, to try out a new thing like TikTok. And two, when you put content out there, is it something that someone cares about? No one cares that you sell homes. No one cares how they can help you. You need to help them, provide them value. Give them tips, tell them about the school system, help them out in some way, shape, or form. And at the end of the video, say, hey, this is Doug, the real estate agent. And, if I could help you, contact me. And here's my email at the end, after you provide them with value. Because if you start off with, hey, how you doing? You want to buy a house? Scroll. I'm going to be real with you. I'm sorry. I'm telling it how it is. So like I said, any questions, comments, concerns, please put in the comments section. We're wrapping this up. Last thing we want to talk about, wrap up in this page, seek your target audience. You want to have a niche. You want to help people, and you want to provide content that's valuable for them. Explore different platforms. We talked about that. 81%, guys. If you don't do it, someone else probably will. Last chance. I want to thank you guys for watching. I'm here to help you guys. Like I said, we're all a family here. We're all trying to help each other's businesses and work together. So if you have content or you have stuff that you guys want to talk about or be seen, let me know. And vice versa. We can, help you guys out. We want to help our chapters. If you have any other questions at all, you want to reach out to me. This is my email, doug@undefeatedmedia.com. Don't hesitate to ask me anything. Like I said, we're here to help you. We're all in this together. We're all family, and we're all in this together. And if you want to find me on social media, it's Doug Friedman, @Doug Friedman. And, my name's spelled wrong. It's FREIDMAN. A lot of people think it's IE, but it's FREIDMAN, and @Undefeated Media everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn. Those are the call signs. Last chance, unless you guys have any other questions. Basically, I want to thank you guys for listening. I hope this helped. I hope this, is going to help your business. And I also want to remind you that we're going to go even deeper. You thought we went deep today. We're going even deeper. In the comment section, you will find this post. You want to click on that so you get a reminder, because we're going to have a webinar. It's not going to be live. You're not going to get a notification on social media. It's private room. We can interact. We can really dive in and have any problems that you guys have. We can address them and fix them. I'm here to help you guys, but you got to click that link and set a reminder, because it is a private Zoom link. It's not going to be live. We're going to give you even more tips. If you got value out of this, you're going to get free You're getting a free social media marketing manager at your disposal, but you got to click the link and make sure you set the reminder for the Zoom. It's pretty much all I got for you guys. I appreciate you listening. I appreciate you being part of the family of LeTip. We're going to be having more stuff like this, more LeTip lives. And if you guys have seen, we've been doing some spotlights from other members and having them provide some type of value and helping the community. And that's pretty much it. So thanks again, guys. And we will see you next time on LeTip Live.